So, of course, by now I think we've all seen this embarrassing display.
Take me through it. Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm going to set it for you real quick.
It's tragically upsetting, isn't it, to see a sports figure all hyped up on adrenaline after just completing a game-making play, acting in such a fashion, isn't it? These were just a few of the reactions that I saw myself personally after Richard Sherman made this spectacle of himself. Happily, however, Richard Sherman had a good friend who convinced him to go to a men's finishing school. Yes, spend a few short weeks at a men's finishing school. And anyway, he agrees now that this is what he should have said at the end of the game with for the Seahawks game with the 49ers.
Well, you see, ma'am, I think that we all did smashing. Yes, especially me, I was really, really top rate there at the end. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, top rate. Yes, top rate. Yes, all of us were top rate today.
Some of his teachers. Yes, and to conclude this presentation, we did manage to have a special interview with Richard Sherman. However, he did refuse to appear on camera. So for the end, you will just see his picture and hear what he had to say about his behavior at the end of the Seahawks 49ers game.
Well, it wasn't exactly my finest hour. All of us were feeling a bit rambunctious there after the game, and I have to say that there is no excuse for that kind of behavior after, just toppling the 49ers with the most spectacular play that most people have ever seen at the end of a football game. No excuse whatsoever for my bragging about my profoundly superior athletic ability. But, you can't go backwards. Now I know, and I will, of course, conform to the expectations of society that that football players must conform to, that we must all be proper, hip hip and all that. So that behavior, I just ask that, people understand. It was the adrenaline and my poor manners, lack of education and etiquette that I've now, of course, corrected, and from henceforth you will see nothing but a perfect gentleman, kind of, sip brandy at the end of, games and, cheerio and all that. So, yes. Anyway, I just wanted to apologize to all those people who were expecting so much more from me after, what with the adrenaline pumping through my veins and everything. I have no excuse for how I behaved.